guys, Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche here. Alright, so on one of our final phases here on doing the sail line construction here, it comes with the mounting bracket to go onto here. And the reason why I want to use the mounting bracket instead of just going straight from this to this is because it'll create a gap. So that way if it does get wet, there's air circulation there so it'll dry so the wood doesn't start to deteriorate. Okay, now with that, this setup though is mounted on here backwards. It's set up like this, which I don't like because when we put it on, glad I got the plastic there. If I were to mount it on there like this, it makes it front top heavy, so it'll pull off the ledge that I'm end up putting down here on the back side, so that way it falls in between the bed of the tailgate and the truck bed itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to rotate this way, drill some more holes right here, and then move these 3 configuration bolts in the opposite direction, so that way when it does mount, it'll mount this way, and put all the center of gravity right here, so it still forces it to stay within that gap and that little lip not to come up. So that's my next step today, and see how it goes. Got my holes drilled. Get my bolts back into place. Go out there. Alright, so I've got my bolts back into place. So now it should sit the way I want it to sit. Good to go. Now all I got to do is mount it to the board, and now it'll be easy to move, or maneuver in and out of your vehicle, especially since it's a lot easier and a lot lighter on everything else. So, all right, guys. So now that I've got the 3 bolts mounted, what I'm going to do too is I'm going to drill my 3 holes here, and I'm going to use my bolts here to mount it into there. And yes, they're a bit longer than the wood and everything else, but it'll be all right because even then, this is going to be suspended up just a hair, so it won't be scratching the bed of your vehicle. So let's go and get this mounted on, and we'll see how it looks. What's up? Is this a grande escape day or what?
I guess so.
Can't believe they trust me with power tools.
No, you got supervision.
Right?
Not supervision, supervision.
Supervision.
Whichever one,
Still in line. So now that it's on there, the true test right here. Enter it. With here's the bolts that I use to mount the bracket on there. They're a little too thick on the top end to allow the sheet of metal that catches on the back side to actually catch. So I'm gonna have to grind them down just a little bit so that way it'll slip and lock into place still. So that's my next little step.
I see a solution to that. Why don't you add spacers on the bottom here and bring it up just that little bit of air instead of having to ground the heads down.
Yeah. Well,
Is
I
that
have
space?
washers that are big enough for
Yeah.
this.
You know, probably another
Well, got another suggestion. Space it out on the top end, so let's try that first. So I don't have to drill it. So and let's see if these washers will actually do it. I have to disassemble the whole thing. Yep. Does, and with a little bit of gap. Yeah, got it locked in place, which is good. All right, so I did space it, but it wasn't enough. It's just a hair more, so I'm gonna go with a little bit thicker washer and still space it out. So I have to backtrack a little bit, but that's why I'm trying to fully finish one all the way out so I know what the proper steps are for the next one so they can go a lot quicker. Since again, like I said, most of the fishing tackle that's out there, they don't sell anywhere like mass production style, so we have to engineer it ourselves. And I'm taking it to the next level with these systems, so. There we go. Got it mounted, spaced out correctly. And okay, so what it is, or what it was, wasn't the spacing. It was when I tightened the 3 bolts on the top of the bracket, because they weren't fully centered, they were off a little bit. So that's why I was keeping it from doing that. So the 3 bolts weren't aligning because the new holes that I drilled. Yeah.
okay.
But now at least it sits in there tight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't wiggle off and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but now I know. All right, now so for the final touch, I need to mount a little bracket here, so that way this will be the lip that catches on the bed of the tail gauge right here, like this. So I'm going to use a small piece of 1x, and let's go ahead and get it done. Not bad if I do say so myself. So now, do I go back and paint this or do I leave it as is? I don't know, we'll get a vote. Vote if you want it painted or not painted. We'll see how see what that comes out with. But there you go. There's the mounting bracket for your truck. There's your system right here, which locks in place. And you're good to go. The drag system on this is actually on the left side. So once you take off your handle, you can loosen it up or tighten it as you need be, just like a fishing rod, which is awesome. There we go. One finished product. Now that I know how to build it all the way from start to finish, I'm gonna start the next 5. Yeah, 5 more.